The Managing Director, ADASOLID Properties Limited, Alhaji Lawal Abubakar, in his address of welcome, described shelter as the second human need, which he said is one of the reasons for the construction of the 400 housing units in the state capital. He said this will go a long way in easing the problem of accommodation, particularly for civil servants. Lawal said this is the first time in the history of the state that the government has collaborated with the Federal Mortgage Bank to build housing estate for the citizenry. He said the development of the project, which started in April 2012, is aimed at actualizing the dream of civil servants who wish to own houses through the intervention of the Federal Mortgage Bank.
Standard and quality of life of the people in a given society. Housing development generates employment with a multiplier effect in the local economy. Housing enhances self-esteem and provides stability to the family. Today's occasion will also remain historic for the following reasons. 1. This is the first time Government of Adamawa State is collaborating with Federal Mortgage Bank, a federal government parastatal, to assess asset development loans to build houses. Since the creation of the defunct Gongala State, the cost-benefit analysis of the asset development loan and subsequent construction of these estates are many, to mention but a few. Actualization of our civil servants' dream of owning their houses.
He applauded the effort of the Federal Ministry of Land, Housing and Urban Development for their support and all those who have contributed to the success of the project, and further call on the state government to assist in the construction of access roads in order to ease movement of residents.
Your Excellency, this project could not have been possible without your consent. We are very grateful and will remain indebted to you for all the support, assistance, and encouragement that are countless. But like Oliver Twist, we shall be asking for more in terms of providing an access road from the main street to the estate, and also for the release of our remaining infrastructural fund to complete the remaining road network in the estate.
Meanwhile, the manager of the Federal Mortgage Bank, Yola, Alhaji Gimba Yao, said the bank is committed to giving out loans to any group that has interest in estate development. He congratulated the beneficiaries and called on them to maintain the beauty of the houses.
I congratulate the new homeowners taking delivery of the houses in the estate and hope you will be worthy ambassadors of the National Housing Fund, having benefited so immensely.
The Minister of Land, Housing and Urban Development, who was represented by the Permanent Secretary Alhaji Ibrahim Maye, applauded the effort of the ADASOLID Properties Limited for a good job done toward reducing housing problems in the state. He said the project is quite credible and therefore urged them to continue in that direction.
The impact of the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria in affordable housing delivery in Nigeria is quite notable. This is in line with the goal of national housing policy to aggressively tackle the huge national housing deficit by delivering 1 million housing units per annum through a number of developmental strategies, including partnership forged between the public and private sectors, as well as collaborations between agencies of governments at various levels.
The 400 housing units were later commissioned by Governor Murtala Nyako and Lamido Barkindo Aliyu Mustafa.
Commissioned by the Honorable and doing on her behalf, Federal Ministry of Housing, Land and Urban Development during the tenure of Governor Nyako, 18th March 2013. May God bless the estate and may God bless our effort.
They were conducted around the housing estate, after which keys were presented to the beneficiaries. Blessing Sukigari, Hotel News.